Yo, what up? It's your boy Fist, bringing you the news like I do. And you thought I was going to leave Battlefield 3 out? No. Because I'm going to tell you something. I was a Battlefield 2 player, and you are going to get to see some Battlefield 2 gameplay after this juicy, detailed, all vehicles included in Battlefield 3 breakdown. As you can see it right here in front of your eyes. I mean, to be honest with you, I love Conquest on Battlefield 2. That was my favorite game. That's how me and NASA met. We met on Battlefield 2, and that was our game. And we really didn't care, you know, what our score was. We were just all about, you know, winning. I mean, it wasn't about like your KDR and all that stuff. They had clan servers. It was really a team-orientated game. So, with that being said, it's you know, really important. I like how the M1 Abrams looks the same almost, but they just like, you could tell it, like the graphics look like 10 times better, like almost like 20 times better. But you got like the T72, the T92, or whatever it is, the upgrade, the Hummers. I mean, these are going to be great combinations. Let's hope, and I hope you get cars like these white Jeeps in the game. I mean, I used to put C4 on Mercedes Benz's and trucks, little Nissan white trucks. Used to make car bombs, fly into the enemy and jump out of the car, moving 100 miles an hour and detonate it. Now, that's why Battlefield was so amazing. It had so much freedom in it. And when you look at all these different weapons and all these different types of vehicles that you could use in the game, it's a lot of freedom. Now, let's hope that can translate over to the console. I mean, it happened with Battlefield 2, so there really is no excuse. I mean, the one thing that they didn't have in Battlefield 2 that they're going to have in this game is jets. And, you know, I mean, that must mean there are going to be some big maps. Maybe a select few maps you'll be able to fly the Su's 28s and all the Super Hueys and jets and little helicopters and stuff. But there's a counter for everything. And they said they're going to have up to like 128 players. Well, they said mostly 20 to 40 was the best that they could do. And the best, you know, how it best turned out for them. So we shall see. I'll post the links below to the Battlefield 3 complete vehicle list, so you guys can read up on it yourself. I know it's really hard to see, but I'm just giving you a little update here. So I'm looking forward to Battlefield 3. You know, obviously they got a big thing going in their favor. They got a great new engine. Call of Duty has nothing. They just have the same old, you know, the same old first-person shooter. I mean, some people like that. People don't want to be running around for 20 minutes trying to play a game. You know, they want to be in and out and be done and have the game over with. So, you know, I don't know what Battlefield 3 is going to bring to the table. So let me show you some Battlefield 2 so you kind of get the idea. Now I've sped up the gameplay, and you can see right here, like right from the beginning, I'm taking the engineer class, and you could have like 4 different classes in this game. Now you could still buy this game and play online, and it's really, really good. Now here I was in the Gatling gunner of the helicopter, and obviously this pilot didn't know how to fly the helicopter because we went all the way to the enemy's base, and he didn't even stop to shoot people that were on flag 6. Here I jump out and parachute. It took me a while to get used to that, but I'm like, dude, let me get the helicopter, and what a hater. So I'm like, you know what, I'm going to blast you out of the sky. And see, that's the great thing about this game, you know, somebody pisses you off, you could team kill them. So I was like, you know what, alright, I'm just going to take the light, I forgot it was like the light Abrams, and got 10mm rounds in them, so you know it's pretty fast, and it could shoot down helicopters. So I basically took that threat away from the other team, which was really cool. So I just rolled in with this, and obviously I knew the artillery strike was going to come up, so I wanted to get over there really quick, and got the shotty, got a little too close, had to back up, go forward. All right, but you see the display screen compared to what the Modern Warfare display screen is. They're pretty much the same, but you know, it's just like super next generation, 10 generations up. Here I call them the artillery strike. You basically can't get out of that unless you're inside of a building. Lay the claymores down because I heard the enemy coming, and I wanted to cover my tracks, and I guess he was looking for me, but he really couldn't find me, and I snuck up behind him. And these are the things right here. I tried to throw the landmine down and then blow him up. And here I made a mistake, but that's because I'm super old school and rusty. I should have shot a rocket at him first and then started pounding him behind. But the explosion right next to me from his 120 millimeter just exploded and killed us both. So here I'm still running the engineer, and I got a messed up tank. I repaired it, and that's the cool thing about this game. It's more in depth. Battlefield games are 10 times more in depth than Call of Duty games. You really have to, right here, I knew the helicopter was around, but I didn't know where, so I flew underneath this thing for cover because I heard it flying over, and then still got it. Fist still got it. Look at that in the sun. Look at the shot. Oh, what? Boom! Who does that? Old school. See, you could tell that's an inexperienced helicopter pilot, because most helicopter pilots, they'll get rid of the threat of the tanks or anything that's below, and they fly low, so that way tanks can't get a fix on them like that. So I took out the guy on flag 6, and I don't know if the artillery strike was coming up. Used to have a friend, his name was, well, we used to have probably the #1 clan online. It was TGB, and Fetty Mandola. He used to own the artillery strike. He'd sit up there with a sniper rifle, and that's what his job was. And that was the great thing about it. Everybody had a role, you can take over the flags with tanks. Look at these long shots I'm just putting out. What? You could take over flags. I mean, obviously the flags in the city, you gotta get out the vehicles. So I just wanted to show you this vehicle video because this is what we're covering, vehicles, and you can see kind of what they're talking about. Look at this shot. Helicopter trying to get off the ground. Look at this, an Apache too. Head on. Watch this. Oh, if I didn't make that shot, it was over for me. Precision still got it with the tank. I'm not a vehicle whore, but that's what they used to call him in Battlefield 2. But you can see, the reason I'm posting this video is because I was a Battlefield player. I mean, and a lot of people forget about Battlefield 2. It was on the original Xbox. It came ported over to Xbox 360. It was a very highly played game, and it would be like Call of Duty 4 being completely changed and them throwing the name and calling it Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and then all of a sudden it's in space and it's exactly like Halo, and you're like, what the hell happened to our game? So that's basically what happened to Bad Company. It just turned into a piece of shit, and they lost a huge portion. I mean, they've been chasing that crack high ever since they had Battlefield 2 on the console, but they just didn't listen to the community. And that's just the thing about EA. They just don't care. So let's see what happens. I mean, they say they're going back to it's called Battlefield 3. So this is Battlefield 2. So usually when people make a game, it's a continuation of Battlefield 2. So this is the console version. I want to see if they're really going to have the continuation of Battlefield 2, or is it just another lie from EA? So here I call in the artillery strike, and I fast forward all this stuff because these are 20-minute games, and that's another thing. Really, how many people are going to want to watch 20-minute games? I mean, really, it's fighting an uphill battle. I mean, if they would have stayed true to themselves, you got to remember this was before YouTube. You couldn't even upload 240p. I mean, the game was out, but you couldn't upload it. There was no way nobody could watch it. There was no streaming. There was no converting data files. It was what it was. Look at that shot. 3 choppers shot. 3 choppers taken down by a tank. I mean, this is the type of skills. And then the thing about it is look, I'm using the berm as cover with the tank. Isn't that awesome? This is Deadly Pass. Deadly Pass and Backstab will probably come back in Battlefield 3. Now, if you don't know that, then I don't know what to tell you, because this is the most played maps in the console version. Now, Kirkland's coming back, so I don't see why these two wouldn't come back on the console. Now, here I run back over to Flag 4, because this was like the Achilles heel in this map. I mean, obviously, the whole point to control this map was flag 3. I think it was flag 3, or you know, if you got flag 3, then they had to get out of their vehicles to come inside. So you had to have a good team. And I just, like I said, I just want to show you the vehicles. And here I was like making sure. I don't know if that guy was taking off in a vehicle and was trying to take a helicopter, but that thing's a tank in the air. And back when it was on the original Xbox, all you had to do was shoot the rotor blades and it would blow up. But they took that out. So when you shoot a rocket or anything at it, it would go right through the blades. So I mean, you had to have a direct hit on the choppers, which really ruined the game from the original Xbox to the ported version over Xbox 360 version. Now there is some differences, like obviously the Arab side vehicles are weaker and less, you know, they had less to them. Now here I was trying to cover my tracks and this guy was like coming right behind me, like, come on dude, you see me laying the claymores, landmines down? And that was a trick. So we used like these are the things that people are not going to realize from Battlefield Bad Company. Like throwing down a landmine and then shooting it with a rocket to blow up a tank instantaneously. I mean, they're saying like there's already people crying on the forums like, you want one-shot kills on anything. I mean, there's ways around that. I mean, if you're really old school Battlefield 2, you know how to take stuff out. Here, guys got jealous of me, team killed me. I was like, all right, let me show you what's up. Let me show you how I do it. Now, I wasn't as proficient as I used to be. I used to quick load the shotgun real quick. Like I could go like cha-ka. Like here, watch this. I don't know if I did it in this video right here, but it shows like I first hit him with a rocket, and see, it takes him twice as much to kill your teammates. See here, I try to reload really fast. I was doing the reload thing fast. But this guy, oh man, like get out of here. And he got a machine gun. You're horrible. Get lost. I'm trying to drop shot and get lost. Get raped. And then my other teammate kills me. They must have been like in a party chat. What a bunch of little babies. I don't really care. I mean, they bring the option back. You could vote people out for team killing, which is fine by me because it makes you more precise on your weapon kills. So I'd rather have that anyway. So anyways, here I run over to flag 5. This is a pretty cool fighting spot right here. I used to love this corner. Look at this. Put the shotty on this guy. Capture the flag. Throw down the lane. See, it's like, this is what I'm saying. The complexity of thinking about this map, about this gameplay is like the combinations in the kits that they have. They're not even comparable to Bad Company. Like here, you know, you could run engineer kit, throw landmines to protect the area, and you could protect that flag from vehicles coming in. It's like, man, look at this. Watch this loop around. I get 3 for 1 right here. I come on down. You look at that tank. Just run right in. Boom! Threw a rocket on that guy and had a shot. He didn't even know where I was coming from. He was just lost. Like, get out of here. Boom! Get off my flag. Took that back over. And then I tried to throw a claymore down, and that was pretty much it. But I hope you enjoyed it and it made some sense. I mean, the comparison. I mean, if you want to go back and buy the game, it's like $9. If you guys want to game with us sometimes or game with me, I'd love to play game with you guys. This game is awesome. So until next time, it's your boy Fist, keeping it real on Battlefield 3. Until next time, peace out.